friends, happy Sunday. Welcome to Gigi's Kitchen. Today I'm very excited. This is the very first video and I'm going to show you how I make my family's favorite hot salsa. Okay, it's hot because it's made with arbol chili pods. Okay, these are very hot and I actually use all of these. So I'm going to tell you the ingredients right now and we're going to get that started, okay? You'll need about 4 Roma tomatoes, 1 onion. This one's already clean. It's a brown onion, so when you buy it, it looks like this. But you don't want to, for those of you who don't cook, you want to remove all of this, clean this, and so it should look like this. And then we have fresh garlic. You can use about 6 or 7 fresh garlic. If not, if you want an easy way, that's fine. You can use your favorite minced garlic. I buy this at my local Stater Brothers, but you can use any brand. So the minced garlic comes like this, a little liquidy, and this should be fine too. And if you use this, you would need 1 full tablespoon of this. Okay, and then the chilies, you're gonna I usually just grab them. So we got 6, about 10. And these are very spicy, so no more than 10. And then of course you'll need your chips for later, and maybe you'll need some water, and you only need about a 1/4 cup of water. And that's only if these are not really releasing a lot of juice, but you should be fine. So the first thing you're going to do is start your pan. You're going to make sure it comes to a hot, very hot. And you're going to use any canola oil, vegetable oil, your favorite oil. You only need about 1.5 tablespoons of oil, okay? Because you don't want that to stick. And you want it to just coat the whole pan. And as soon as that gets very hot, or medium, you're going to put your tomatoes, and these are already cleaned. So you're going to remove this part, and these are nice and juicy, so that's good, okay? And you're going to just cut them. And the onion, you just want to cut it just like that, and that should be enough. And this is what you're going to put in that pan in just a minute. The first thing you want to do is brown these, and you want to remove the stem. Some people remove the stem after, but I prefer to remove the stem initially because then they're so hot when you try to grab them and remove the stem. So with these, you don't break them up or anything anymore. And as soon as this pan gets hot, you want to put these directly in the oil. And I actually can hear them sizzling. So you want to keep those and that's exactly what it should look like. You might put it up a little bit, but you might want to have the door open because this does start to smell a little bit on the spicy side. Okay, so now this is what your chiles should look like. And be careful because you don't want your kids to be around here. Okay, some people like it even browner than this, but this is enough. You don't want them to burn either. Okay, so now that your oil, and then you just set this aside for just a second. Right now that your oil is still nice and hot, you might want to turn your fan on. Mine is very loud, so I'm not doing that right now. You're going to put in your garlic and your tomatoes and your onion. And cover, and you're gonna let that simmer in there for a good 10 minutes or so. You'll see when it starts to soften up, and then just kind of give it a little, move it around every 3 minutes or so, just so nothing burns. See how it's starting to get a little mushy, that's exactly what you want it to do. That's exactly what you want it to do. And at this point I'm not seasoning it just yet. The salt and pepper is what I need to season it with, and that I'll do in just a minute when I'm ready to blend it. Basically what you want to do now is turn it off. It's pretty hot, and you just want to put it into a bowl, okay? Because you're just going to transfer it over to your blender. If you have a food processor, it's see how it's falling apart? That's exactly what you want it to. It smells really good, and it's super easy to make. So this is exactly what it should look like, mushy like this, okay? So basically what you're going to do now is you could let it cool down a little bit, and then you want to add your chilies, and if you remember, they browned nicely. I'm just gonna grab one. They browned nicely. That's what they should look like. Okay, nice and crispy, just like that. Okay, now the salt and pepper, and I don't think I'm gonna need that 4th cup of water, but salt and pepper, it's really what you want to put into it. I just kind of give it a good amount. I mean, if you really want to measure, you don't want to overdo with the salt. So you just want to kind of give it a couple of shakes here, just like that. I would say no more than half a teaspoon, but you want to be careful because you don't want to overdo it with the salt. So I prefer to just add the amount that I need as I want, and then blend it and then taste it. So if you feel like you need more salt, it's easier to add than to remove. So now you're going to put the lid, and I'm just going to blend it up. Okay, let me just take a peek at it. And it should look orangey like that because of the fresh tomatoes. I know sometimes some people use canned, like tomato sauce. I mean, you can do that if you don't want to use fresh tomatoes, or maybe you don't have fresh tomatoes that day, you have canned. And that's okay, you can put like a can of tomato sauce, but it will look red, not orange. This is yummy. This is all fresh tomatoes, garlic, onion, and your Chile arbol, salt and pepper. That's it. That's it. There's no science to it. It's easy. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, this is what I do. I just taste it. You know, obviously if I'm preparing it for a party, I'm not going to double dip anything. But when it's my family, I don't care. So let me just go ahead and taste this. It's spicy. I think it's fine with the salt. And like I said, you can just keep adding a little bit more of salt if you need. So now I would just put it in a little salsa bowl. Too bad no one's here today, so just me. Otherwise I would share, but more for me. Anyway, so please, if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube, please do. Those of you that are viewing it, please share a comment below. If you do prepare it, let me know how your family liked it. It is spicy, I want to tell you, I'm sweating. But it's very good. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.